Welcome back to JAFM Audio. I'm Frankie,
I'm James.
and right now we are going to discuss the Yankees trade deadline moves. As we all know, they've just acquired Jazz Chisholm Jr. from the Miami Marlins yesterday, and I gotta tell you, I'm pretty happy about that. I don't think this is a huge difference maker, but I think this does make a positive difference within the Yankee lineup. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is currently batting 249 on the season, 13 home runs, 50 RBIs with an OPS of 730. Now, I do think that's a slight boost to our lineup. He's currently going to start at center field today. The lineups just came in. He's going to start at
Judge
center field.
DHing.
I'm pretty surprised because I thought we would put him at second base. Are you surprised that he's starting at center field?
Not really. I think he's going to be more helpful when it comes to the offensive side of the game. He is batting, 249 on the year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's higher than every Yankee outside of Volpe, Judge, and Stanton.
Yeah.
He has 13 home runs on the year. That's higher than everyone except for Judge, Soto, and Stanton. I think it's an improvement from what the Yankees are putting out there. I don't think he's a huge game changer. I think he does have a high ceiling. I don't think he's ever really reached it. But it could also be he's never played on a team that was actually good.
Yeah, that's true. And what I do like is, if he can get on base, he's fast.
Mm-hmm.
Get some stolen bases, some base runners, put some pressure on the defenses.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at this move. I don't think it's enough.
Right.
I do think we need some more pieces. I know the Yankees are looking to try and getting maybe the third baseman from the Rockies, but I don't think that's going through.
Yeah. McMahon or?
Yeah, McMahon from the Rockies. I think we need. It's so hard the way they've been playing. We need hitters.
Yeah.
We need pitchers.
Yeah.
We need bullpen. It's tough to really pinpoint where the need is.
When you watch the team, you see third base is a huge hole.
Yeah.
DJ LeMayo is just not the same player anymore. Gleyber Torres, we don't know what the hell happened to him. It's so much potential, hasn't realized it. Ben Rice at first base, young kid learning. You don't have Rizzo, so that's who you gotta have to stick with. Left field position out of nowhere now has become a position that has a hole. Verdugo started off the season great. I mean, his defense hasn't been great. His offense hasn't been great. But you have a guy named Jazz Chisholm who now can play multiple different positions. I'm not sure if he's played third base, and if he has, it hasn't been a lot. I know second base and center field has been his main positions.
Yeah.
But he is versatile. It gives you the option to move around a little bit.
Yeah, it does. That's a very good addition, and it's just been hard watching these games. It's been tough. The Yankees have one of the worst records since June.
Yeah. Do you think
10
it's
and
been
29 since June 11th, and we were like at the top of the mountain to start the season, and now we're crashing. We fell off. We fell off hard.
What do you think's been the main culprit here? Has it been pitching, hitting, a little bit of both? I know sometimes they pitch and don't hit well. Sometimes they hit well and don't pitch well.
Yeah, we see that. That's been really the case. That's been happening a lot. We'll pitch good one game, can't hit. We could hit the ball. We could score 6, 7, 8 runs in a game, can't pitch. Mm-hmm. It's like we just never in sync.
They're being consistent.
That's what it is. Inconsistency, whether it's in the starting rotation, the bullpen, or batters in the lineup. I wish I had the answer for what's going on. I really don't.
Right.
I don't know if this is a locker room thing where, maybe something was said, maybe the GM Aaron Boone. I'm not sure, but when we're hitting, but we're not pitching.
Right.
And I can repeat this all day, every day. If we watch these games, we're going to see it. I have a theory here. We give up a home run in the first inning, you could say goodbye. You could say goodbye to the game.
So you feel like if the Yankees are trailing early in the game,
I think if we get jumped on early, it's like we lose all hope. We don't, granted, yesterday's game against the Red Sox, we went down 1-0 early. We fought back. I mean, miraculously, we won in the 10th inning.
It went to extra innings.
Yeah, we won in extra innings. Well, we could have easily lost that game.
So I don't watch the Yankees a lot, but I did watch my Mets beat them twice again, 4 times this year, 4-0 against the Yankees. I wish we could play the Yankees a lot more, but that's besides the point. What I did see though is a pitcher who's not afraid to pitch to anybody in that lineup except for Soto and Judge.
Yeah.
So when the Mets played him, the second game of the away series at Yankee Stadium, when the Mets played them, I think they walked Judge 4 times. One was
They did.
intentional,
Yep.
but they were all intentional walks, if you ask me.
Yeah, because
they didn't give him anything to hit.
You know, especially if you're not respecting the hitters behind them,
Right.
why even risk throwing a strike to this
Right.
guy?
But now this should be helpful. Jazz Chisholm should be helpful. I do not think it's enough. It'll be nice to get Stanton back. Then you can go. You can go. I think Jazz should be in the leadoff spot.
Yeah, I thought he was, but
Right.
he's batting fifth today.
If you can go Jazz, then you can go Soto, Aaron Judge, Stanton, and then maybe Verdugo, then Volpe. It helps.
Yeah.
It extends the lineup. But I do not think that this is enough for the Yankees moving forward. The Yankees should be very grateful right now that the Baltimore Orioles have had a ton of injuries.
Yeah.
Because they should have ran away with this. But as it stands now, the Yankees are only a game out of first place.
Which is huge. You know,
Huge.
we are getting a lot of, breaks here with them losing. So we have not been playing well. As I said, 10-29 since June.
Yeah.
You would think we fell way out of the race.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
still right there.
100%.
And we need to capitalize off
Yes.
this. We need to take advantage
Yes.
because if we wake up, who's to say they don't wake up at the same time as
Correct.
us?
And I think it's safe to say this trade deadline now, whoever wins this trade deadline might win this division in the American League East. This was going to come down to.
This is huge. You know, we need to add. Honestly, I can't even. We need to add a lot of things. Now that you look at this team, we need to add a lot of things, and I think a lot of Yankee fans feel the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need another starting pitcher? Maybe because Cortez has been bad. I think he has possibly the worst ERA in the American League right now. Starting pitching, bad. The bullpen, Clay Holmes. I don't know what's going on with him. He started the season. He was looking like a shutdown closer right now.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward to today. Don't know what's going on with him. How many blown saves? About 5 blown saves on the season.
Yeah. But I'll tell you this, though, about him. I mean, he's been great all year up until the last few weeks. But I think it happens a lot with every team. Yesterday, the Boston Red Sox blows a game.
You see, but the thing about that is, we talked about this in the beginning of the year. Even when he was getting all those saves in the beginning of the year, what were we saying? He's getting hit hard.
His whip was high. His whip was over 1.
He was getting hit hard, and the
got bailed
defense
out.
was bailing him out a
Yeah.
lot. And I think now we're starting to see, he's not getting bailed out. These guys are hitting his pitches, and it's pretty concerning at this point.
So would you like to see the Yankees go after another pitcher?
It's hard to say only because we got another hitter in the lineup. Maybe we'll see. The first game is today. Hopefully he can bring some life into this lineup. If we have a positive result today and he brings some electricity through the lineup, I do think we go out and get maybe a bullpen and one more starter. And then I'll be happy with that. But that's contingent on Jazz bringing some life into this lineup. Because if he comes to this lineup and he doesn't hit, he doesn't produce, waste of a trade right there.
Blake Snell is being eyed by 6 teams, and the Yankees are 1. Blake Snell, started the season 0-3 with a 9.51 ERA. Remember, he wasn't signed until practically the season began already.
Yeah.
So he then got an injury, came back. He pitched a really good game after the injury. He struck out 15 batters in 6 innings. How come I didn't against the Rockies? This was yesterday against the Rockies. Struck out 15 batters
Looks good.
in 6 innings. Is that someone you take a chance on?
It's hard to say, man. Honestly, it depends on what we got to give up for him.
Okay.
I think it depends on what we give up
And
for
he makes a
him.
lot of money.
Yeah. Which, again, we got to see who do we give up for him. If it looks like a good deal, go for it.
Go for it.
Go for it. If it's, we got to give up too much, stay away.
He signed this year. He signed through next year, $31 million a year. You guys are gonna have to pay Soto. I don't see Blake Snell going to the Yankees.
Yeah.
But I do think the Yankees do need to make a couple more moves. You need another bullpen arm. I think you need another infielder, whether it be even Gleyber. If
Either
Gleyber can
second
move
or third. Yeah.
right? I think that's important. If you cannot, I don't see this team. I mean, I see them fighting for a division, but do you want to see DJ LeMahieu get up in the ninth inning in a 2-1 game and
No, I
tying runs at first base?
I don't.
I know.
And you
I
know,
agree.
I wouldn't even be mad. You know, even if we need a bat, realistically speaking,
Right.
we need a hitter. We need a bona fide hitter in the
Okay.
lineup. Somebody that pitchers are afraid to pitch to
Hey, you got
because
Aaron Judge.
you can't pitch.
You
Okay,
got Juan Soto.
yeah, but once we get past them, they're just pitching around them and then living with whatever the other guys do. They're letting everyone else beat them,
Mm-hmm.
except Judge and Soto.
So-
And we're seeing it right now that these other guys are not beating them.
So basically, somebody in that Yankee lineup needs to step up, wake up, and say, you know what, I'm gonna be that guy.
Yeah, someone has to. Yo, you want to get paid? You want an extension? You put in the work, step up, and I guarantee you'll see the results.
You're right. It's been weird to see so many players in the same lineup just be no shows, I guess you can call it.
That's
you
that's
know?
what I'm saying, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm watching this team. They're not the same team I saw in the beginning of the season.
Absolutely not.
Even their attitude, you know, their demeanor on the field. I don't. That's why sometimes I think something went down in the locker room. I don't know, you know, from the GM to the manager. I'm not sure. Something went down, and these guys are not playing the same. The spirits are not the same as it was in the beginning of the year.
Okay, so now the Yankees coming off a sweep of getting swept by the Mets. They have the Red Sox in Boston. They lost game 1, 9-7. They come from behind yesterday. You have another game tonight, actually in 2 hours. We're going to watch.
Yeah.
Yankees, Red Sox. You win this game today. You win a series in Boston.
Oh, yeah.
Against a team that has literally come from out of nowhere. They're literally pretty much
they've
caught
been
up.
playing pretty well too. And
After this,
we got the Phillies,
you got the Phillies.
which is gonna be a tough one.
It's going to be a
Another
tough test.
series.
And it's in Philadelphia. And then they come back home for the Blue Jays. But let's take it series by series now. Win the series tonight. You
Yeah.
feel good about yourself. Plus, you got Jazz Chisholm. Maybe Chisholm hits a triple in the eighth and breaks open a tie game for the Yankees and becomes a Yankee tonight, right?
Yeah,
What do
let's
you
go.
think?
A fan favorite, a new fan favorite.
That's right.
So, you know, this season is far from over. We still got a lot of baseball left. We got a whole second half of the season. You know, thankfully, we're still right there competing for first place. If we can turn this season around, we may be looking at a Subway Series World Series. You know, I
Let's
would
not
love
get
to
ahead
see
of
it.
ourselves.
Mets, Yankees.
Let's not get ahead of
I know,
ourselves.
you know, I'm just throwing it. You know, sometimes you gotta speak it into existence. I would
Okay.
love to see that.
I would too.
Mets are red hot. Yankees are not.
That would be awesome
um,
for our channel, don't you think?
That would be amazing. And you know,
Oh man.
I just pray the Yankees can turn it around, figure things out, make a couple moves at the deadline. You know, pick up the season from how we started.
I think they're gonna be fine. I think they're gonna play good ball here on out. I'm not gonna say they're gonna win the division, but they're gonna be in the mix in the last week of the season. If they don't win the division, they'll be there for the wild card. If this team misses the playoffs, I'll be stunned. But Daniel Cashman won't have a job. Boone won't have a job. Soto's not gonna be a Yankee again. I mean, then you have to rebuild from the ground up. But there you have it. Jazz Chisholm's a Yankee. Some more moves you want made.
Yes.
Let's see what happens. There's 2 more days on the trade deadline. Tuesday is the trade deadline. And I think there's going to be more moves to be made.
Yes, and we will catch you on the next one. Any breaking news, we will definitely update you. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow our TikTok too. You know, we got
Yes.
a great following on TikTok. Follow our TikTok, JAFM Audio. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Enjoy the games later. Have a great weekend.